My second one was related to Corey Graves and his commentary, and there is a big difference between NXT Corey Graves and Raw Corey Graves.
Mm-hmm.
It's amplified even more by the fact he is on both at the same time. NXT Corey Graves is brilliant. NXT Corey Graves, the one that shouts Kinshasa, the one that always bags Tom Phillips.
Shut up, Tom.
He's the heel commentator, but he's funny, he's all that sort of thing. But he's been watered down on WWE TV, and we're not getting to see the full Corey Graves. Maybe it's partly his fault because he's a bit nervous and, he doesn't want to, tread on Michael Cole. I mean, Michael Cole is... We have to say he's a legendary commentator with the company. He's 20 years. I mean, it doesn't matter if you like him or you hate him. So he doesn't want to offend Michael Cole too much. And Byron Saxton, even though he's not very good, he's been there for a while. So Corey Graves is the new kid on the block. So some of it would be his fault, not his fault, but the way he's trying to handle himself. But maybe Vince is telling him just to ease into it. Maybe Vince is saying, because you're new, don't be that real heel sort of commentator. He's a funny heel commentator, and he's insightful and he's all those things. And you're just hoping that it's not WWE directive for him to have changed his style of commentating, the special comments, that sort of thing.
That would be really disappointing if they've asked him to change.
And I think, in a couple of months we'll see him at his best. I think he needs to go off NXT TV, unfortunately. For him to really naturally turn into what he is on NXT, I think he has to stop being on NXT and he has to just... It comes to him as first nature because he's on Raw, and that's his one thing. Whereas if he's on NXT, he goes, well, he's comfortable in an NXT arena, in NXT tapings and TV, but at the moment he doesn't seem really comfortable in Raw, and, we love him, he's fantastic.
Absolutely.
So I think the best thing for him would be to get off NXT by the end of the year.
Yeah, and I think a good thing to do there would be have Lita take his place on NXT commentary, because I see Lita as the person to replace David Otunga, who has been straight up crap. Let's not beat around the bush here. He's had a pretty rough time since coming to SmackDown.
He could take the pre-show if he wants.
Yeah, so I would get Otunga off there pretty quickly. Maybe get Booker in there for a few months. Give Lita some time in NXT just to get some confidence. And then I'd be getting her straight into that SmackDown commentary role.
Yep, that's a good call. Maybe even go back to a 3-person commentary team in NXT where you have Phillips, Lita, and someone else, a heel.
Yeah.
Lita is an insightful commentator, and get someone else that's a heel that will just annoy people, but that can play that Corey Graves role, and then Lita can go up. Hopefully by the start of 2017, she can take over on SmackDown, and that'd be good to have Ronaldo, JBL, and Lita.
Yeah, I think that's the best possible commentary team that they've got right now. I think it's disappointing that, or maybe not disappointing, but it's unfortunate that Jason Albert has such a prominent role in NXT. He's the head coach. He's probably a lead producer as well. Because his commentary was fantastic.
Yeah.
When he was doing commentary back in 2014, I think.
Yeah.
He was the best. He sold every little angle and made everything that much better.
With Alex Riley, who I didn't think was too bad.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was a shame that Riley tried to get back into the in-ring stuff because he had a good career as a commentator ahead of him.
He could have been the one to replace Graves with Lita.
He would probably still be there on that commentary table with Graves right now.
Yeah.
I think that's a shame. William Regal's another one who's great, but obviously he's the general manager, so you can't do that unless you put Regal on SmackDown and then just ship Otunga off to the Raw pre-show or wherever else where he can not be on SmackDown.